Welcome to the Mac and Jack Attack.
This is Mac.
And I'm Jack. And Mac, you sound a little down there.
I have clinical depression. Really sad right now.
Why do you have clinical depression? What happened?
Because I just finished Cyberpunk and I'm really sad at its current state right now.
Wait, you're telling me Cyberpunk 2077, the game that a lot of people waited like 8 years for, the game of the generation that just pretty much began, disappointed you?
See, here's the thing. All right, so just for like the reminders for like everybody, this is not a full-fledged review of this game. It's just like consider it as an impression right now, even though I did finish the game. Not all of it, just the main story. Playing the game as it is actually really fucking fun. Like, it's fun as fuck. It's fun. It's the RPG elements is actually super fucking like innovative. It's very in detail. I love the gameplay. It's great. But what kills it is the damn bugs in the damn game. Oh. It's sad because I was super hyped about this game because I am a fan of CD Red Projects and I like their past work. And yes, I don't actually, is it 8 years? Has it really been 8 years? 7, somewhere, it's been a very long time, 7 or 8 years.
More than 5 for sure.
Right.
That's all I know about it.
Their excuse for delaying the damn game was because they were fixing it. It comes out and it's a buggy fucking mess. Why is it the way it is?
All right, so what bugs did you run into that have made you feel so?
Oh my god. Okay, the bugs. All right. Most of the bugs early on game have been mostly immersion breaking. Truly just immersion breaking. Nothing game breaking yet, but immersion breaking. For example, I would be I'm trying to not involve a lot of spoilers because it's a good it has a great story. Like, I'm in love with the story. One of the missions is where you have like this car, right? You have to go to your car and then this other car hits you. For some reason I got teleported to like the void when I got hit by that car. It made no fucking sense. I got hit by the car, I flipped, and I went through the floor, and I couldn't move. I couldn't get out the car. And then all I hear was beep beep motherfucker in the most robotic way. That's obviously the guy that hit me. Wait, I felt really super conflicted because I couldn't do anything.
Said beep beep motherfucker to you?
Yeah, he said beep beep motherfucker, and then he drove away. I couldn't see it because I was under the floor for some fucking reason. I no-clipped through the floor. It made no sense. And there's this other time, right, where I'm walking through a heavily crowded area, by the way. It looks great. The world looks alive. Okay, you know what? Sorry, it feels like I'm mixing things up, but I'm very, very, traumatized a bit. But regardless, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I was in a major crowd, right?
Yeah.
And I'm walking down the street, and some dude reappeared, like he just spawned in the sky and fell and died in front of me. At first I thought it was a suicide and a mission, and then I'm just like, what just happened? Like, I just don't understand what just happened. Like, literally I'm walking and he spawns and you hear and then splat. What? That made no sense. Another thing, there's people T-posing in the damn game. That made no sense to me. They're T-posing. Not only do they T-pose, they fucking zoom through the crowd like it was nothing. I don't understand what happened. Like, it broke my immersion. What else happened? There's one time where I was interrogating a guy, and I wanted to go like, I'm mad at you and I want to kill you route. So I did that, right? I accidentally kill him. For some reason, a cop spawns in his apartment, and I get 3 stars. Like, what?
What?
That makes no sense. I kill the cop. Another cop spawns in. I kill the other. His apartment was just nothing but a cop spawning area. Mind you, this is the beginning of the damn game moving towards. At this point, I'm mad because, okay, I'm going to bring this a little bit back because Witcher 3, when it first came out, it had bugs like that. But it wasn't as bad as this fucking launch. Like, holy shit, this game isn't finished. This makes no sense. It's not finished. Okay, I'm sorry. I just have to get. I just have to say.
You're good.
Next thing you know, I'm trying to convince myself at this point because I'm trying to really love the game because again I've been waiting for this. I'm like, okay, it's like every other RPG game.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wait it out. Then after like midway to the story, that's when I started getting game-breaking bugs, to the point where I have to either delete the save or reload 3 hours of gameplay.
Oh.
That made me so mad. It made no sense. Like, it just... Okay, well, here's one thing. I'm pursuing a romantic quest, right? A romantic quest. I'm trying to get in her pants, so I have to do missions. Okay? Two hours in. 2 hours in. Take that with a grain of salt. I don't know exactly how long it is, but it was... I was late in her mission.
Yeah.
Okay. She tells me to get in her car. Gets in her car. Gets infinite loading screen. I was like, okay, not bad. I'm just gonna wait. Bro, I was so nice to this game. I'm like, it's gonna load eventually. You know, there's a lot of bugs. Just gonna, maybe it takes a long time to render. Bro, I took a shit for like 30 minutes. Went back, it's still loading. It's okay. It's a pretty...
You know, that could just be Julie telling your game character that even in games you can't be doing any romantic stuff to other girls.
You may got a point. But it doesn't explain that, like, what's that called? It doesn't explain why, like, all of these things still doesn't happen. Like, it just doesn't... It doesn't make any sense. Even Julie, like, my girlfriend... has the game and she experiences bugs, but from what she tells me, she's been experiencing like immersion breaking bugs.
Yeah,
this immersion breaking bug, I think she's not there yet, but for me that happened. And the other thing that I think like the boiling point was when my save got corrupted. I had to delete the damn save and I had to repeat everything I did. Bro, that was like 15 hours of gameplay, and I had to go back and play again. That's when I was like, fuck the side quests. I'm just gonna play the main story just so I could finish the damn game. I shouldn't be feeling that way in a game like this. That's granted. See, I'm so conflicted, bro. I love the story. Like, I wanted to keep going. Like, bro, there are... From recorded, right? After I got my ending, I did a little bit more research. Apparently, there are 6 fucking endings. Maybe there's more. Because after I found out there were 6, I looked at another article. There's now 7. There's still things in this game that haven't been found out yet. And I'm over here just like, did I just... The bugs ruined the game for me. Like, I was so afraid to, like, have a corrupted save. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just going to play the main story, and that's it. I actually put it on easy mode just so just to go through the dive, because the game is kind of hard. It really is. It's challenging. Yeah. It's super fun. It's your typical RPG game. And I don't know. I just had to finish the game. I'm done. That's it. And another thing that made me so mad, because like this is prior finishing the game or after finishing the game, I did a little bit more research. They took out so many things from the damn game. I know they did that on Witcher, but apparently I knew they took out... I don't know how long the game was originally supposed to be, but it was supposed to be long as fuck. But they brought it down to 30 hours because apparently people complained. And then I got gripe for people that complain for a long-ass game. I hope you know, people that think games that are too long, again, put it on easy mode. Like, I swear to God. I don't know.
You're complaining about paying for more content, essentially.
Technically, yeah. I don't know, man. The game is... I'm very conflicted about the game. It's very sad that they sort of released it the way it is. I'm actually more mad at the fact that it's been 8 years, and it feels like well, for me personally, I gave them the excuse like I'd rather have the game finished when it comes out.
Yeah.
And after like 8 years, I'm expecting. I like to be. I think I'm a bit more lenient. I don't mind if there's still a little bit of bugs because I think bugs are funny. Like the T-posing shit, that's funny, but it still ruined the experience a bit. But with this amount of bugs in this game, there's no fucking excuse. I can't praise a company like this. That's stupid. Like, I paid $60 for a game that you promised that was going to be finished. They had to issue a fucking apology. At that point in my head, and that Tinfoil had time, they knew this was going to happen.
Yeah. They pretty much had that apology ready in a way.
Jesus. I don't know, man. It is what it is. I'm really sad.
Yeah. So okay, before I start asking you questions, because I do have like some pretty good questions to be asking you. What do you love about the game? What are other than like, because you said that the story is really good, like the gameplay, how do you feel about that? Like,
I could spend my whole life in this game if it were not as buggy as it is. It really is a good game. Like, honestly, the gameplay is really good. Granted, they took out a bunch of things, like especially weapons, because they released a weapon trailer back then, right? And they had this katana, right? That's like thermal katanas. I couldn't find it anywhere. And even if I did find it, again, the fucking save would just not work. Sorry. It just would not work. So I just looked it up online, again, spoiling it for me. Apparently, there's not that many information, so I'm assuming not a lot of people found it. It's either it's not found or it's not there in the game. So I'm just like, I just assumed that it's not there. And I'm sorry that I'm sorry, because again, at this point, I'm driven by emotion, because I expected this game to be at least good, but the game is great. The RPG elements is great. The leveling system is nice. It offers you more benefits the more you level up. The choices, bro. The choices in the game, they weren't joking. Everything that you do in the game will inevitably lead to a consequence that affect you deeply. It hurts. There are things I've done I regret to the point where I want to revert to a save. There's so many options to go through, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. There are a few things. This is besides the bugs that I'm a bit disappointed about, but I actually somewhat understand.
Yeah.
I wish you could customize your character after you created it.
Oh, okay.
They don't have that for some reason.
It pulled the Skyrim where it's like you can't really do it, and then Skyrim lets you do it in like the DLC.
Sort of. I mean, like in
granted,
Skyrim,
we don't really know if we're gonna be getting that later on for Cyberpunk, but that's how Skyrim did it.
That's the thing. Like with Skyrim, can you customize your hair afterwards, or is that it?
No, I think that's it.
That was it. Okay, so essentially, with because in Witcher you could customize your beard and your hair. I was hoping that you did it with Cyberpunk, but you didn't. It's because people are saying, I mean, you don't really see yourself in third person anyway. There's no third person aspect. There's only a first person. Which I get it. Not only that, the customization for your character overall was to me a bit disappointing. I think some of the ideas are pretty cool though. Like you could change your eye color. I mean, cybernetics, it's future dystopia. I just wish you could change it later on. But what you can change, which is pretty cool, is your augmentation in your body. Like in the beginning game, you have like, optics for your eyes, which you could analyze shit. Yeah. But later on in the game, you can have like gorilla hands or it's not what you think. It's called gorilla hands, but it's one of those. It's a metaphor for technically like strong ass robotic hands. You could break through shit. You're more powerful that way. You can either get that or get like cybernetic hands with blades in them, which is pretty fucking cool. Yeah. What else? And then for your legs, you could like double jump, hold jump, or it's pretty cool. There's a lot of options you could do with your character. That's just your hands and legs. There's also your shoulders, your cerebral, what's it called? Your head augmentation. There's a lot of options that could like improve your character, right? Which is pretty fucking cool. And the side quests is what make the game. It's amazing. It's pretty cool. I like the side quests. It's dude. There's like, granted, the story alone is 30 hours, but if you compiled everything else, dude, that's like, it's got to be more than 100 or 200 hours. Like, you look at the map and there's so much shit to do. So much to do. And honestly, I think that's how the game is meant to play, because you're a merc. You're essentially a merc. You're a merc for hire. You get jobs, you get gigs. It is what it is. And I think it's pretty cool. And the setting of the game, I fucking love. And this is the part where I'm super biased about, because I grew up watching like 80s, 70s, or whatever, like futuristic, dystopian future movies. For example, Aliens, The Matrix, Total Recall, Dread, RoboCop. Not that remake shit, the old shit. I love that shit, dude. And it pays tribute, Easter eggs to those old movies, bro. And I was just like, dude, this is like the game I wanted. I need this game. Like, not only that, it, like, corporations, right, is the main bad guy in the game. Well, not really. It's up to you who the bad guy is. And there's this,
the bad guy is NVIDIA.
It's essentially, yeah. So funny. We were just talking about that too. Jesus. But like, it's they have a corporation, right? And this may be spoilers, but I'm not gonna explain too much about it. But again, anyone could be a bad guy or a good guy. There's a corporation called Wayland. In the movie Aliens, there's a Wayland Utah. Like,
what the fuck?
Dude, it's so. And there's a Matrix Easter egg. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but it's pretty fucking cool. Pretty fucking cool. So it's funny, like, everything about the game is great. The gameplay is amazing. The gunplay is fucking awesome. I wish there was more guns, but the guns provided to you in game is good enough. Like, I think, it's way more. It's good enough than it is, and you could customize the gun as well. Like, add silencers. You could add mods to it that make it better, like higher crit chance, attack damage, all the. Dude, there's fucking katanas in the game, bro. Like, you could be a samurai. You can. You legit can. With my main playthrough, I had a samurai helmet and a Ronin thing, and I went through the ending low-key, just slicing people up with katanas. The game is great. The game is great for what it is, but what really delves it back, it's just the fucking bugs. Like, I don't want to play the game anymore because of the bugs. I just can't play it anymore. I don't want to run into that shit again. I know they're patching it, but I'm just gonna wait till it's fully fucking patched. So I don't know. I think the game is good. Like, if the game was fully patched, if my rating would honestly be a good like 9 out of 10.
And the way it is now,
it's like a 4 or 5 out of 10. Like, it just ruined it for me. I don't want to deal with that shit. But that's my take on it, at least.
Yeah. And imagine running this on a PS4 or something. Because, like...
See, I heard about that. Luckily for me, I have it on the PC.
Yeah.
I'm lucky enough to have it. I have the good specs. But I do feel bad for the consoles. And to be honest with you, it is not acceptable. From my, I can't speak for the consoles because I don't have it on consoles, right? But from my understanding, even my friends, they say it's unplayable. Like, I could correct me if I'm wrong. There's like frame rate issues.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Nope. That is unacceptable. I can't defend CD Red Project on this game is not finished. This should have been more optimized.
So going to my first question to you, just because we have stated that this game it was revealed like 7 or 8 years ago. Yes. We didn't really see the gameplay until about like a year or two ago. So like, we don't know what. Yeah, for the gameplay itself, I don't remember seeing anything. I only remember seeing like a bunch of cinematics beforehand.
Oh no, there was gameplay. Oh my god, I actually got something to say about that. Okay. this is the part which I really would added hype. Well, I wouldn't say hype, but I was really excited about it too. Normally, especially with Witcher, when Witcher 3 came out on E3 reveal, like gameplay reveals, and when the retail, it looked. I mean, my bad. I'm sorry. When it came out for the E3, it looked amazing, right?
Yeah.
Graphically amazing. Then the retail came out. It wasn't up to par, but it was still a good game. Cyberpunk. Holy shit. I did a lot of research. Not a lot of research, but I driven with emotions. But I looked at on the YouTube comparisons, right? Dude, it looks better on retail than it did on the E3 presentation, which is like, because I thought the saying was that it will always be good on E3, but when the retail comes out, it'll be dumbed down just so it could fit optimized for the consoles and the PC.
Because most things that are shown at E3 are like on PC, where like retail, it's like on multiple different things.
Right, but for when I looked at the video, it just looks like the retail version is way better. Like, bro, you could see their pores. That's hard. It's technically like remember how excited I got when the cinematics for Yakuza?
Yeah, dude, I was just gonna bring that up.
Bro, their pores, you could see it. But I don't remember so here's the thing. You're right, I did see cinematics, but I was so on the game. I do remember it maybe 2 years ago. They've been showing gameplay, but not too much of it. It was periodically.
Yeah. It was... They didn't really show much gameplay compared to, like, the time that they announced the game itself.
Right.
So, with that being said, when do you think a game should be announced? Because I feel like that game was, like, prematurely announced. Like, yeah, it was cool that there was a Cyberpunk game coming out, but then we had to wait how long?
I think it should be announced when it's like development cycle is about to end.
Yeah.
And
I agree with that too, because like there's nothing more exciting than seeing a reveal and then people being like, yeah, it comes out next year.
Yes. I don't know. I mean, I get it. They're trying to make sales. They want to create hype for it, but a good example is right now. The hype was real. I mean, I don't see. Again, this is probably the bias me right now. Yeah. Again, like I said, the game is super fun. It's funny because I've been trying to talk to a bunch of people. So I don't want to look crazy, but people agree. At least the people that I know of, they say that it's a good game, but the bugs are fucking up the game, and I think that's the issue with them announcing a game that early. Because 8 years, of course, we're gonna expect it to be good.
Yeah.
Like, especially after delay after delay after delay. Yeah. Your main excuse was, hey, we want the game to be great and finished. It's out. It's not even. It doesn't feel finished.
Yeah. Because that kind of leads on to my next question, which was about delays. Like, this game has been delayed to hell. It was supposed to come out back in like April or March, something like that. Imagine if the game came out then, like as buggy as it is now. Like, how did it look like all those months ago? Like, boom.
It would probably look like, I don't know, because it's kind of weird that, like I said, it's been said that they've made a lot of changes, and I'm not entirely sure what changes they did. I know they did the story, they dumbed it down. Apparently they took out some weapons.
Which is ridiculous.
It would have been real bad. It would have been real bad. I don't know if it would have been worse before. Yeah. But I don't know. That's a hard question to ask, or a hard question to answer, because I'm not entirely sure what it would look like. I could probably say that it would have probably been really worse. Yeah. And I would have been more sad. Do you think that
this game should have been delayed one more time?
Fuck yeah! Like, I still believe, like, if you're gonna delay a game, I'd rather you delay the game and finish the game. So when it comes out, it would be great. Yeah, I have no issues with it.
Cyberpunk being delayed became a meme eventually, just because like all right, the most recent delay was like 3
Last
weeks
month.
or something like that, from November to December, and it's just like, all right, like I get it, but man, I would rather have a game be delayed than come out buggy.
See,
well.
that right there is what, again, that makes me sad. Like, I'd rather have a game get delayed so it doesn't become buggy.
Mm-hmm.
So when it gets released, it's good. But nope, it's released and it's buggy as fuck. Like, it's I have no.
I've been staying off of Cyberpunk for multiple reasons, and one of the biggest reasons was like, I was like, all right, this game has been delayed as shit. It's either it's gonna come out polished as hell, or it's not gonna be that polished as much as it needed to be.
Nope, the second latter, you were right on that, my brother. Like, really, it's
because for a game like this, it's like, all right, big open world action RPG type game. You know, we don't get these regularly, and whenever we do, like, are there any examples of games like this that they come out like no bugs? No, I don't think so.
No, not at all. That's why I was, again, like, super lenient about it if there were bugs in this game. Because it's inevitable. It's a big game. It's ambitious. But I think they were being way too ambitious because they're trying new things. But nope, it's buggy.
Like, man, I was going to ask another question, but I forgot what it was right as I was saying it.
It's okay. I'm too sad.
But when this game does get patched, do you think you're gonna do another playthrough?
Yeah, like I said, it's a really good game. Like, honestly, I wouldn't recommend getting it now. But at one point, hopefully, since I have the game, hopefully once it does get fixed, I would honestly say, hey, yo, I think this game is worth every penny. It's really good. I like it. Like, honestly, I could see you actually liking this game a lot, knowing that you're really into RPGs.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Yeah, I would go for another playthrough. There's 6 endings to this game, in which I have not watched. I'm still trying to conserve that because I think I got the bad ending because, again, I rushed through it at that point because I'm not. I did not want. I just didn't know. Fuck off. Fuck it. I'm not dealing with it. But it's funny because now, you know, Cyberpunk or Red City Red Projects, again, they had to go for an apology, and apparently each month will be a patch.
Yeah, that's for how many months though, man?
I know. I think it is pretty cool that, like, I'm glad they said sorry though, but that doesn't excuse anything. And apparently they're offering refunds for anyone that doesn't want the game. Is that something I'll do? No. Because
that means you have to rebuy it.
Yes, I will rebuy the game once it's fully fixed. Like I said, it's a good game, but the way it is right now, it is unexcusable. It is not. This should not be. This should not have. This should have never been released at this state.
Yeah.
Nope.
And my last question, is this the next Skyrim?
Next Skyrim, huh? Well, that's hard to say because Skyrim is like fantasy, medieval.
Is this the next Skyrim for you?
Oh me. Yeah. Like, I'm okay with ruining my life over this game, bro. Like, if it gets fixed, hell yeah. Dude, the map, it has so many things to do. Like, there's so much things to do. I was having so much fun, but then it got ruined because of the saves. That save was the icing on the cake for me. When the corrupted, nope, I'm not dealing with that. So, is it the new Skyrim? For me personally, yes. I think this game has the potential to be, without the bug. Can it be Game of the Year? With its bugs currently, I don't know how that's a thing. Is that a thing?
For a lot of game awards, they're not gonna include it just because it came out so late in the year. So it's probably
what
gonna
I
be,
mean is, like,
for you.
in terms of, like, okay, for example, okay, Game Awards, right? I'm not too familiar with it.
Yeah.
But by the way, we do have to talk after this podcast. But like, for example, when let's say Game Awards for next year, they nominate Cyberpunk. Would they like give it because of the way the game is, or would they give it the award to that game because, or not because, like based on how it's released, or just the game overall? Do you know what I mean? It feels like I said that weirdly.
No, like I follow you. It's just damn, I don't even know that either, because it's just like
I don't think it deserves Game of the Year if it's released at this state. But if it was fixed, fuck yeah, I think so.
Is it fair to compare a game that got a full year of patches compared to a game that just came out like a few months ago, you know? I don't
know. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. I don't think so. Because I mean, it should be recorded that the game just came out. It should be judged the way it is. But
yeah,
if it were the second ladder, then yeah, I think this game deserves to be part of or nominated to be Game of the Year because it's a good game. It's a very innovative project. I don't think we ever had a dystopian future GTA type game.
Yeah, we definitely didn't have that many cyberpunk style games. Which I fucking love the aesthetic.
Yeah, dude, it's the possibilities in which they have provided are in the game. I don't know. It's a really sad take of how the game could have been.
Yeah.
I do think they will make I am excited. I am excited for the future about this game. I do think they are gonna make expansion packs or DLCs because when they did Witcher 3, their expansions didn't feel like expansion packs. It feels like a standalone game.
Right.
So I'm not entirely sure how they're gonna do this. But then again, Witcher 3 didn't have that many issues. There were obviously issues with it when it first came out, but it wasn't as bad as this. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. There was another bug. I thought it was pretty funny. I got killed by my own car. It ran me over.
How the fuck?
Yeah. And then there was this other bug that it's funny because I was so confused by it. Apparently there's a video of it too, which I thought it was pretty funny. I wish I recorded it. That would have been a good meme, but apparently there's a video about it. I called my car, and after I called my car, I look in the air and my car is hurtling towards me. It's like the Hulk threw it at me and it killed me. I was so confused.
How the hell?
It was funny because I just, for some reason, for the life of me, I couldn't move. I was more fascinated, and why did my car like appear in midair? It felt like someone hit it so hard it just went across the fucking world, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm just standing there looking at it like, hey, that's my car. Boom, flatline. I sat in my chair for like a good 2 to 3 minutes, contemplating like, what happened? And I'm trying to recreate it. I'm because like I mean it's the future. You could press a button. I have the PC press. I press V. You could call your car like a horse. So I'm trying to recreate it. I'm loading the save, but the car would just come to me naturally. So I'm begging the question like, why did my car just appear? Like this wasn't just like it spawned in midair. It was hurtling towards me. So I was just confused. Oh my gosh. Apparently there's a video about it too. It wasn't exactly like that in a sense, but I thought it was pretty funny. That was I hope that was an Easter egg. I hope it is, but if it's obviously not. But I don't know, man. It's this game is not ready yet. Like, by the way, again, I have to reiterate this. This review is honestly right now based on my it's driven by emotion. I'm literally just done with this game. I have wasted 15 hours for a corrupted save. I am done with this game until it's fucking fixed. Like, nah, that's so fucking stupid. And again, I thought I was the only one, but I'm not. And even my girlfriend has issues with the game. So I'm nope. I'm gonna 5 out of 10 right now for me. At least the way it is right now. Until then, I'll probably review it when it's actually fucking fixed. Clinical depression is real. What? Hey guys, just want to say thanks for giving it a listen. Just want to put out there though that rant was merely just based on emotion. But I still do believe the game will get better over time. Here's for hope, you know. But yes, please, if you guys like what you hear, please give us a check on Twitch, Spotify, and on iTunes, which will be provided on the link below. Thank you.